Hmm. Uh, my friend Tom Grossi, what's wrong with your Packers, man? What do they got going on in their gourds, Tom? What were they thinking, Tom?
Okay, well, strap in because this is going to be a long explanation. First, if we're going to talk about the defense, no run defense whatsoever, over 200 yards given up twice. And
No,
it's
no, no, no,
only.
no, 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 no. You guys were trailing massively at halftime.
Yes,
You come out in the second half and you don't even try to let Detroit score 70 points on you. You make zero effort to let Detroit score 70. Franchise is cursed.
Oh, baby.
I'm here for you, Tom. I'm actually here for you on a Friday.
We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a man accepting who his football team is. Here, I want to cheer you up. I want to cheer you up right away. Right away. That's Carmi in a Pikachu.
Is that a
jacket.
Pikachu outfit? Wait a minute. Whoa. Time out. Pump the brakes.
Yeah.
You own any Pokemon things in the house?
She just has this jacket now.
Who gave her that jacket?
Jess, I think.
So Jess is the real Pokemon master.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came out of the bathroom and she's like, "Daddy, look!"
And you were just like, "No, not in my house, damn it."
Yeah, at first I was like, no, but this is adorable.
It is.
So I thought it might cheer you up.
Oh my god, if Carmi starts falling in love with Pokemon.
She's on her own with that one. Daddy, will you spend time with me and watch Pokemon? Sorry, kid.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna cats in the cradle her so hard. She gonna be singing it. Yeah, we got lots to talk about. We got to preview a whole bunch of week 4 games. We'll talk about last night and that disaster. Yeah. Lots to break down there. We got power rankings from Wednesday. Don't know what that's going to look like, but I feel like it's already outdated since the Lions were on it. Packers weren't, though. I didn't put the Packers in the top 10.
Ooh. See, neither did I. I needed to see something in this game. And,
was good, but not really so great.
Yeah.
Got killed with microtransactions. So, yeah, let's just get into it, Brandon.
You want to start with what you're feeling, or you want me to bring in some outside expert eyeballs on you?
There's nothing about what you just said that sounds good, so why don't you get started?
Okay. You know what's sad is I opened with the Packers didn't even let the Lions score 70.
Yeah.
This is how messed up that game's made me, Tom.
Yeah.
I literally had the thought while the Lions were running up the score in the first.
You and many others did.
I'm like, can they get there?
Yep.
Yep. And part of me is rooting for that just so I don't feel so alone,
Yeah. No, I get
you. But like, when does that thought's never crossed my mind in like
ever
30 years of watching football. Yep. I've never been like, maybe this team can also score close to 70, because even when teams get leads in the first half, second half, it's a different brand of football. Usually they're trying to control the clock, just hold on to that lead.
Sure.
So it's not even close. A narrative that needs to die also is, and you probably don't hear this because you're streaming, but it's like announcers, and they said this a lot about the Lions last year, because I think Dan Campbell had a soundbite about it at some point. And it's like, this is a team. We're trying to learn to be successful. We're trying to learn to play with the lead. And they threw that back at the Lions. Like, this team, they got to learn to play with the lead. All right. They're a good football team. They're figuring it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, watching that, I had two takes. First half take of the Packers, second half take of the Packers. First half, I'm like, welcome to hell, Tom, because physically they got dominated. Couldn't protect Jordan Love at all. Was pressured like 46% of the time in the first half. Aiden Hutchinson was a monster. Detroit started the game with a pick, couldn't capitalize on it. Green Bay had a lot of injuries, right? But that's just been me for the last 7 years. It's like your team feels like they might be good if one or two things would change, if one or two things get better. And I was like, that's kind of where Packers fans are going to be for a while. But second half, Jordan Love had every reason to not play. Got the shit beat out of him for the first 30 minutes. And I liked what I saw. He came out, leads a touchdown drive right away. The Packers don't quit. They don't give up. They fought back into it. They got a little favor from the refs at the end of the third quarter. But
absolutely.
They're a Quay Walker trying to jump over the center away from maybe having a chance to be in it at the very end. So the least you can say is like, this is a team that's not going to quit. It's not going to give up. They had every reason to. And I watched a team quit last Sunday. So you should feel very good about that second half effort. It's not much, but it's something. The
third quarter was nice. Yeah. The third quarter was very nice.
Dude, as soon as the Packers start playing 3 good quarters of football instead of 1.
Watch out, folks. Watch out. Brandon, like, I don't know, man. Like, I got so much to talk about. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. Yeah, let's just, I don't even know where to begin. So here's the issue, right? One, during that stream, the amount of people who were like, do you think they're going to score 70? Like, a lot. There was a lot of people. A lot.
Interesting. They shouldn't be wondering that.
It was cool. It was cool. Where to even begin? Like, yesterday was just not a great day for Packers fans. David Bakhtiari is out for the year.
Oh, for the year?
He's out for the year.
I thought they put him on short-term IR.
They put him on IR because he had to get surgery again on his knee. So they think he's gone for the entire season. So he said he's not going to retire, but that is a devastating loss for the Packers. He played week 1, of course, against the Bears, and then unfortunately unable to go back. And it's just, there's so much I want to say about David Bakhtiari because the amount of crap that he gets from this fan base is gross. Like, it is legitimately gross. I highly recommend you going on Cheesehead TV, shout out to them, and checking out the interview that he did with them. I think it was about 1.5 years ago now, like 2 years ago. And the amount of stuff that he went through just to try and get back on the field every day, draining his knee with a ton of liquid in it. And the guy has tried literally everything to get on the field. And people are like, gotta cut him. Gotta get rid of him. Gotta toss him out. Like, that's it. Nope, garbage. Like, it's just terrible, whatever. And I get the frustration. You want to see him on the field, right? You want to see him on the field, paying him a lot of money, 100%. When it comes back to David Bakhtiari, like, it's like, dude, what the hell are we doing? That's one. So that sucks. I don't know if he's going to play for the Packers again because I would not be surprised if he got traded next year. 1. 2, no Elton Jenkins. He's out. It's week to week. Trying to figure that out. So the whole left side of our offensive line is backups. It's not great, right? And they're not amazingly good. And you go up against a good pass rush like the Lions have. And I want to make it very, very clear. This is not blaming injuries. But if you take the Lions pass rush, which is really effing good, and throw on top of that what they did to Bijan Robinson on Sunday, the Packers, as I talked to you, Perna, they don't have a run game without Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones could have just sat this game too, because they barely utilized him. And when they decided to run the ball, either there were no running lanes whatsoever, or they used A.J. Dillon, who, again, is struggling. So we had no run game whatsoever. This is the first game in Jordan Love's very short career that he has had more than one sack. He got obliterated behind that O-line. You mentioned a near 50% pressure rating. It was insane. That first half, we got mauled. It was horrible. So no run game. Jordan Love has no time. Jordan Love is also in his, fifth career start. And so, things are not going to look good. Then throw on top of that, Joe Barry, not great scheming. On top of that, allowing the run defense to be non-existent again. And LaFleur is going up on the podium and saying, hey, we're all trying to figure out why, we're letting up 200 rushing yards again. And Joe Barry's in the hot dog costume. Like, at some point, it's like something needs to change here. Okay? I would not be surprised we're going left tackle. So that's another thing. So there's no run defense. There's no offensive line. There's no run game. There's no Jair. There's no Devondre Campbell. There's none of any of that. Oh, and Jordan Love has no time. So that first half was one of the worst halves of football I've seen in a Packers fan in a while, because it was just pure domination. Like, they had nothing. They had 1 yard in the first quarter, Brandon.
Yeah, I know.
One. At the end of the half, it was 284 yards for the Lions, 21 yards for the Packers. Garbage. And now, yes, coming back in the third quarter, I liked what I saw, right? They're fighting back. And even for a hot second, you think maybe there's a comeback that's brewing. They make a pivotal stop. And then Quay Walker commits a penalty, jumps over the center, and that's going to, be what that is. And then people start going, well, what about Quay Walker? Isn't he the guy last year had those 2 really bad boneheaded penalties and cost his team? Yes. However, guess what? Quay Walker did not hurt anybody last night. 1. No. 2, the guy is one of our best defensive players, and I'm getting, should we cut Quay Walker?
Give him to Denver.
He had 19 tackles last night. He was the leading tackler. Guy made a mistake. 100%. But, dude.
Yeah. It happens.
Dude.
It's a dumb rule, too. FYI.
I don't care. Just shouldn't have done it. Whatever. It is what it is. The point that I'm making is everything went wrong that could have went wrong. And the Lions are a very good football team. So you put all that together, it's going to make for a rough night. Now, 2-2, it's not over. Long season, yada, yada, yada. The good things that Packers, they're not playing until the following Monday against the Raiders. Then they have a bye week. So hopefully they get some pieces back together. But play calling, it ain't it. We got no run game, no run defense. And when personnel doesn't execute and we are dealing with a ton of injuries and going against a good team, it's not good.
Tough scene for Green Bay.
Yeah.
You know what I like? Seeing is
hold on, Brandon. They earned it.
What?
They earned it.
What's happening? Oh, the lion skull?
There you go.
Is that a lion skull?
You earned it for the show. So, So there's ways that you could do it. Quay Walker is a monster. Literally, he's one of the best players we have on defense. Legitimately, one of the best. So, and we also, thank you, Jake. Yeah, we also shoot ourselves in the foot, and it's backed up on our own 10 because we can't stop committing penalties. So, yeah.
I like seeing Packers fans emerge as being just as crappy as the rest of the fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Packers fans, they got this reputation of being nice, good fan base. Guess what? When shit gets real, you start pouring beer on players, calling it a Wisconsin baptism. Okay, let's try and put some sparkles on a turd move there. And then the photo of the Packers fan flipping the bird to Amon-Ra St. Brown after the game. We're all fragile. And when our team loses, we do crazy things. We get mean. We get angry. We're all the same. Every fan base. When are we going to learn? you call out other fan bases, and as soon as stuff gets real, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. And if I think it's just too common now, right? If we saw it was a playoff game, you're giving the bird to the opposing team as they walk off. Fair. Love it. Love it. But it's every week. Every week. I don't know. I learned during this game that because I want the Packers to do well for you, Tom. I root for them for that reason. No, legit. I if it's bad, it might be good to make a video about, but I root for them to be good for you. Okay. But not more than I root for the Lions. Oh boy. I really like rooting for the Lions. So I learned that last night watching the game. I was yelling at the TV a little bit. I was saying, suck on that, Tom. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? I should not be saying that to Tom while I'm watching the Lions beat his team right now. Maybe that's a lot of pent-up anger about my own football team. I'm not going to get into the psychology.
Sounds like a lot of projection.
Here's the thing about Detroit, too. Here's my take on Detroit. They're still not playing up to their potential. They are not playing up to their potential yet. Josh Reynolds, they found a gem in Josh Reynolds. Dude makes catches. Yeah. I think Jaden Reed's pretty dang good for Green Bay as well.
20.
So Lions at some point will get Jameson Williams back on the field. That should be interesting with their passing game. David Montgomery, 32 carries last night. That's just it's a touchdowns, move, 3 TDs. But I do want to talk about the leaping rule for a second.
Real quick about this. Yeah, I said this last night.
Oh yeah.
Mixon, I get why he's doing it too. He had one really good punt return. He also hasn't been the guy this year. Special teams does not look great. The one thing I will say, Carlson, who we were all worried about during the preseason and camp and stuff, he's still 100%. He has not missed yet. So
yeah, the Carlsons, I think they got ice in their veins as kickers.
Yeah.
And Nixon, that's probably the special teams coach's decision. If it's you plan on doing the return. I don't know if I would have to hear him say, I'm making the decision when it's 7 to do the return versus no, that's the plan. We're just not executing. But do you think that the leaping rule should be abolished? Do you think guys should be able to jump over the line to try and block kicks?
I got to be honest, Perna. I don't care. I don't. It's not a rule that bothers me. It's okay. It comes up every now and then. It's not. And again, because there's ways you could do it without violating the rule. As long as you don't make contact or something. There's or you were line up too far back. Because that was what Quay was saying. He was you're allowed to, but it depends on how you go about it. So I think maybe that nuance is stupid, but I'm not going to sit here on Friday and be I'm going to cry because it hurt my team. But
no, that's not what I'm saying.
I think it's a matter of just either have it all or have nothing at all and have a nice day.
I think I don't like when I see a rule and it doesn't make sense to me. And people are it's safety.
Sure.
I have watched a lot of football and I just don't remember when long snappers were riddled with injuries because guys were jumping on top of them. Sure. Even if a fella's cleat makes contact with the center there, his intent is to get over him. He's not coming down hard on that guy. Mm-hmm. Could somebody get hurt on that play? Possibly. Has somebody possibly been injured in that situation before at some point? Sure. But that's every play. To me, it's much more exciting, and I don't think there's much of a health risk there for a guy to jump over the center and block a kick. I saw Justin Simmons do it to the Saints, and it was freaking awesome. It was awesome. So I think it's one they should evaluate. And it reminded me of a rule that happened, it's the offsetting penalty rule, which I think is also stupid. When I get it if it's a hold here and a hold here or whatever, but when it's a holding on one team and then there's a personal foul by the other team, and the refs are like offsetting, replay down. It's like one team got away with something there.
Sure.
And that doesn't make sense to me. Because, you know, the NFL evaluates things every offseason, and those are two that I just find weird. I don't get them.
I get it for like the player, because like if something does happen and like a long snapper gets landed on, like that's not great. That's not great. But I get you. I think it's
very correct.
I mean, listen, it's not why they lost the game last night. So
no, obviously not. But like that's the problem. Like I say I don't like this rule, and then I got people like in my mentions, screw you, Packers should have lost anyway. I'm like, that's not what I was saying.
Yeah.
I wanted the Lions to win. I still think it's a stupid rule.
I got you.
Dude, I say the center has the advantage there. He sees a guy coming to jump. All he got to do is this. Woo! Boom. Guy goes head over heels. The center jumping up while a dude tries to jump over him. That's a play I want to see. Happened to Aaron Jones in that game last night. He did a cartwheel in the air when he got hit. I was like, oh, God. Oh, man. Anyway, I'll get off of it, but it's a stupid-ass rule. Fucking dumb, stupid rule. Sorry.
But, yeah, that's where we are this morning. I mean, again, it's 2-2. There's going to be a ton of growing pains, especially an injured team and going up against a good team. And, like, yeah, like, the bunch of people, like, Lambeau Field was filled with Lions fans last night. Filled with Lions fans. And let's just be very honest, folks. There's only one fan base to blame for that, and it's the Green Bay Packers fan base. Because I have been on the season ticket list waiting. I'm number like 87,000 in line. So
what is the betrayal level when you're a home fan with season tickets and you got a division rival coming in prime time and you're like, you know what? I can make some money on these tickets. I don't care who they're going to.
I have said for a long time, said it right to Mark Murphy too. There's no home field advantage anymore. It doesn't help during the winter because we've had warm teams come in and kick our ass every time. We've had dome teams come in and kick our ass either in the playoffs or to stop us from going to the playoffs. On top of that, you have last week where for 3 quarters when the Packers were not doing well, everybody's sitting down. Everybody's just like, it's like, bro, and I'm not trying to like blame fans for why the Packers lost, but we do not have home field advantage anymore. So that's just, it's not a thing. It is not a thing.
It's just tough to move on from a Hall of Fame QB. And I say that thinking Jordan Love's going to be fine.
Oh, I think he's going to be fine too.
Like, I think he's going to be fine, and I think the Packers will eventually figure it out. I think they're a well-run organization. Obviously, there's things to criticize, but that's every team. It's just going to take, to me, this feels like the Packers figure it out year. Figure it out. Figure out your plan, how you develop and move forward. But, like, I've only seen clips and segments of Jordan Love. And last night, the first half was rough, but I like a guy who gets the shit beat out of him for a half and then keeps gaming, keeps balling.
And he's been doing, like, that's everything about Jordan Love in the offseason, right? It was like he's cool, calm, collected, like doesn't let himself get rattled. He was getting his ass kicked last night. Like he was getting his ass kicked.
I was really impressed with that aspect of his game. Also, very impressed with Jared Goff going on the Thursday night post-game show.
Calling out Ryan
Fitzmagic called him a poor man's Matt Ryan.
Yep.
And just called him out on it. I love it. Not a great look for Fitzmagic because we love Ryan. We love Ryan Fitzmagic, and I don't think he was trying to be mean about it. Seems a little beneath you, Fitzy. Let's give Goff a little more credit.
Goff. Talk your talk,
like
bro.
A poor man's Matt Ryan. Like, to me, that's an insult. Like,
you're saying an insult.
You are good enough to lose the Super Bowl in even worse fashion than Matt Ryan. So, and I don't think anybody's lost a Super Bowl worse than him. So, but Goff having the sass to just go out there and call him out. Lions fans, you gotta love that. You gotta love that.
Dude, Aiden Hutchinson, especially, and we knew this. Everybody
good. He good,
right?
Very good.
Yeah. Everybody. But dude, Aiden Hutchinson, if Trayvon Walker is not the guy for the Jaguars, and I know he has like some flashes and stuff, that is gonna be one of the biggest whiffs that we have seen in quite some time. Because it was a home run. Like, you knew that Aiden Hutchinson was gonna be good.
Yeah, you knew he was gonna be good.
You knew the guy had an insane motor. The energy was insane. Guy is a monster. And bro, like
Jags overthought that one.
Yeah.
Boy, did they.
Just a bit. Yeah, I mean, they could happen in Lumen too. Like, you saw that on the Panthers broadcast too. Like, it got loud in Lumen enough to like make a significant difference, but
home field's not quite what it used to be. The Broncos still have a nice home field advantage just because of the altitude, but like, you got to be a good, consistent team for that to really mean something. You got
if the Vikings go 0-4, then they're like, that's a disaster. I don't think they will.
Woo, Minnesota. I don't think they will, but
I don't think they will either.
I hope they do. All right. Before we get into our power rankings, Tom, I want you to help me build a pick'em that will work. Still haven't hit. Tried last night with the Packers, and Jordan Love had to rush for a touchdown, not just throw one, rush for one.
Yep.
He was negative fantasy points at half. I'm like, this is in the bag for me. Not even close.
Okay. I did a 5-person, like a 5-player. I hit on 4.
Oh. You
know who I didn't hit on? Aaron Jones.
Oh, that was risky. See, I was like,
but I didn't do rushing yards. I did from an injury. No, I did rushing and receiving because I was like, oh, okay, they'll throw to him. Yeah. Nope.
All right.
Nope.
So let's see here. I need you to just help me. If you're going to play underdog, we got a link in the description. You can do pick'ems this week too until October 4th, matching your first deposit up to $500. Big match. Just match. Link, code GPS, they match it. What do you got, Tom?
No. I want you to pick from one game.
What game?
One game. Scroll on down.
Oh, no.
Go on down. Keep going.
Hope it's here for me.
Keep going.
Oh, are you looking for Broncos Bears?
Yeah.
I don't think it's there.
Oh, there's none?
See, it's a little slow with the fantasy ones.
Damn
I think it takes them longer to calculate. So we haven't got the Broncos Bears yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did someone ask for a sexy disclaimer? Ooh.
Bam. You got disclaimed into infinity.
Underdog fantasy.
Wow, Raheem Mostert. They're only saying 8.5, 8.8.
Because they're going against an actual defense this week.
No, I know that. But I think Miami's run game is good. I'm going to take higher on Mostert.
Mm-hmm. Jack Campbell has been a monster.
Ooh. God. Ooh. Mixon 12 against Tennessee. Give me
no, I'd take a lower on that all day. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Henry 12.5. I'm just looking for the ones that stand out. Ooh, Baker in New Orleans, 14.
X. Boop.
Give me lower on Baker. Give me lower on Baker.
Not sorry. I get it. Just pretend. This is what happened. Just imagine it's in blue. Kitty goes meow. Kitty goes meow. It's true.
I think I'm going to take lower on Lamar against Cleveland.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a bad one.
Yeah. Waddle coming back. 8.95. Give me higher there. Let's make it a $5. I'm going a straight hundo too.
Oh, damn.
I'm going straight hundo. This is my pick'em. This will be the first one I win. Confirm, baby.
With.
Not over. I just probably lost 100.
Wait, I didn't even say you say Baker. Wait, who the Bucs
I did
playing
low
again?
against the Saints defense on Baker.
Okay.
Saints D. 14 is a low number, but that's a tough matchup. It's tough.
By the way, all of those players just got cursed, like hard.
No, I got it. I just nailed it. Again, code GPS, link in the description, match up to 500. All right, Tom, you ready? Look at these little power rankers.
Let's do it.
Stanky, Ranky.
Oh, God. Oh, what the hell? What? Okay.
Any questions, Tom?
Is that CJ Stroud next to the Lions?
Yeah, you want to start at my number 7 and 6?
Hold on. That's CJ Stroud next to a Lion at 6, but then also is a Lion at 7.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals are at 1.5.
Yep. All right, here, let me tell you what happened here. Okay. Make my power rankings. Then Will and I get into the script. We tag team the script. I accidentally put the Lions at 6 and 7. And Will just started going with it. And then I was like, oops. And then he was like, actually, we should just keep that. It's pretty funny. And then I was like, I had some stats about CJ Stroud I wanted to work in. So we left Lions 6 and 7, even though the chance of Will's math, by the way, absolutely stupid. He was like, even though it doubles their chance to get cursed, I was like, idiot. It's a 10% increase, not double. So then I just put CJ Stroud there, not the Texans. So CJ got the love for playing his little butt off behind a bad line.
Brandon.
Yep.
If they're on there once, there's a 10% chance. If they go on again, there's an additional 10%. That is doubling.
Nope. 10%.
You go from 10 to 20. That's math. Like that is doubling.
No.
It goes from 10 more. Times 2, which is 20.
No. It's 10% more. It's not double. Double is 50%, Tom.
What?
So I'm having some financial problems right now, and it's like some of my money's not going to the right places, but that's a different story. Anyway, look at this. So yeah, Lions were in there twice. First, just an honest mistake, and then we said, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's leave them in twice. They did not get cursed. The Niners got cursed. And that's the second time the Wheels tried to do it. And I'm thinking the Niners might be the curse-proof team this year. I think they're the curse-proof team.
Okay. So can you go back to the graphic? Okay.
We got good graphics here, huh?
Hey, we have number 1 the same.
Look at that. Miami.
Hey, we have number 2 the same too. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our top 5 are pretty much identical with the flip-flop of Bills, Eagles.
Yes.
8, we both got Seattle. So, yeah.
Yeah, what's this? The chat's telling me that Taylor Swift was at 5.
Oh, shit, I forgot that. Yeah. Taylor Swift got number 5.
So it wasn't even the Chiefs.
I mean, ipso facto. KCO. But yeah, it's like the Chiefs. They played basically their best game of the season, and nobody talked about it. It was like Taylor, Travis.
Yeah.
You know,
our top 5 besides the Cardinals being at 1.5.
Yeah, because they beat last week's number 1 team. They beat the Cowboys. So I put them in at 1.5. Keep them out of the curse. But the way I do rankings, you beat number one team, you number one too. That's 3.
So what about when the Seahawks beat the Lions?
Well, here's the thing about the Seahawks. Fuck up.
I knew that was coming. I literally knew that was coming.
Buck them.
Okay. All right. So our top 5 are, I'm not going to say the same and then Brandon, like, what in God's name is good? So, yeah. Again, folks, I want to make this very clear. This was before last night's game. That's why the Lions are down at 9 and the Seahawks are above them. Yeah. So I just want to make that very, very clear. Very, very clear. You have the Colts at 10 for beating the Ravens.
Yeah, that was a big win for Indy, and they do it without
Anthony Richardson. I can get behind that. You have 3 teams at 11.
Yeah, they're basically, I'm waiting.
It's the AFC North
from the AFC North to emerge as a superior opponent. Sorry, indigestion. But they're like all the same. Those 3 teams, it's like somebody step up.
The Cowboys and Commanders are in hell.
Yeah, they pissed me off quite a lot, actually. I put the Cowboys at 1. I go out on a limb and put Dallas at 1, and we
had this conversation, Brandon. I was like, we're all just being like, okay, yep, Cowboys are good, and we just expected the 49ers to beat them. It'll be a close game with the Patriots. Nope, Cardinals.
Is there a more sure thing than the Cowboys letting somebody down as soon as you give them credit?
Yeah, that's the real losing in the playoffs.
Reason nobody ever wants to give them credit. It's not just because people disproportionately hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's because they screw you over as soon as you give them credit. Yeah, Commanders went to hell because they made the Broncos look even worse.
O-line is trash.
9 sacks?
Trash.
We could only get 4.
Weeks.
If you double our sacks, that's 10% more that the Bills had. Anyway.
Okay, sorry. One more time. All right. The Chargers are in heaven because they won.
They're in heaven because they need healing. I felt bad that they lost Mike Williams,
Okay.
And I need one team from the AFC West to beat the Chiefs, finish atop the division. So I'm all in on the Chargers.
Okay.
Did you know the Raiders don't have a single takeaway yet?
Doesn't surprise me. It does not. It does not. Yeah, I mean the Browns, I legit think they might have the best defense in football.
Yeah, no, they certainly do.
They're pretty. That's why they're up there. Their offense, it didn't look too bad, and I think they'll be okay without Chubb. They're not going to be able to replicate his production or anything, but they'll be
no.
okay.
And that's kind of what I'm wondering about Cleveland, because I think Jerome Ford's actually pretty good. They just didn't run the ball well against Tennessee, right?
Which makes sense because Tennessee has a really good D-line.
So it's I think that'll get better. The real question is is Deshaun Watson going to continue to play well? So if I see that again, then I'll really start to buy into Cleveland. But their defense is nuts. Yeah, that's a great stat too. I saw that as well.
It's a good stat. It's good stat. It's good. It's good soup. It's good soup. Okay. Well, that's the
no soup for you.
That's okay. Okay. That is very that is definitely rankings.
Mm-hmm. Next week it's going to be even crazier.
Great. Can't wait.
I don't know what I'm going to do because honestly, until I get in there, there's no plan.
Honestly, if I doubled it, then we would be over 100% now. So I think just incremental disappointment. I think that's the way to go. That is the way.
Who do the Packer? You got 10 days off. Who you guys play next?
The Raiders on Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah. You got a nice get right game, baby.
Raiders. Then we have a bye week. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. All right. Should we
look
at these games coming up?
Let's look at the games.
All right.
Let's do it.
Bam! Emeril Lagasse. Oh, I picked the Lions. I got it right. Oh, I got it right. Okay, so what do we got here? Ooh, Falcons, Jags. Now, I don't even have the Jags in my power rankings because they're
gone.
Also made me angry. Really let me down. And I got the Falcons in there. I've been pleasantly surprised with Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I think this is the Jags. This is the most pivotal moment in the season for Jacksonville.
Yes.
This is where they make a play to be contenders or the season gets away from them.
Yes.
And
this is like last shot kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because right now it's just like, dude, their red zone offense is legitimately non-existent.
Stupid.
It does not look good. Like at all. So that's the thing though, like being played in London, I was dumb and was like, oh yeah, it's in Jacksonville. I forgot that. I thought that started a week from Sunday.
That's a home game for the Jags, though.
It's a home game pretty much. Yeah.
It's a Toy Story game, too.
It's a Toy Story game. That is a thing.
You think they're going to have Tim Allen doing the voice of Buzz?
I don't know. Dude, but yeah, Jaguars, like, this is a big game for them. This is not going to be an easy game. Excuse me. This is not going to be an easy game for them either.
No, this one really, 75% of the people taking Jacksonville, that's high. That's very high.
Very high, yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game. The difference to me is, like, I think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. He hasn't been consistent yet this year. I am not sold on Desmond Ridder being able to do anything for the Falcons.
I would assume they're going to stay, Justin. I could be wrong. Yeah, because this is the first time they're doing back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, just stay. Stay over there in London town, do ya?
I would love.
Oh, yeah, look at me. I'm a Londoner. Should we get that shtick going again? Welcome to London town. We've got Transylvania vampires here. Oh, we like our curds and whey. Little Miss Muffet in Big Ben.
So you picked the Bills.
Did you take the Dolphins here, Tom?
I did.
This is a homer pick.
I think this is going to be like a really, really good game.
Yeah, you're streaming this one, right?
Yeah, I'll be streaming this one. It's going to be interesting. Like the Dolphin, like this is a really great test for the Bills. But as I've said this many times, what I love about the Dolphins is they're winning in different ways every single week. They did via passing week 1, via running week 2, and then they did everything week 3.
Okay.
I mean,
350 plus rushing yards is good in your eyes.
Yeah. Or that's just any team that faces the Packers run defense.
Yeah. So I think both of these teams are very good. I think right now the Dolphins are better than the Bills. What I want to see from Buffalo is their 9 sacks on Sam Howell translate over to the Dolphins. Like the Broncos, I don't think got any pressure on Tua ever during the game. Like, I don't think they touched him. I don't even think they put a breeze by him. And they played the Commanders the week before, right? I was like, okay, maybe our pass rush isn't as bad as I thought. So if the Bills can actually pressure Tua in this game and their pass rush looks like somewhat dominant, then I think that they got a good chance to win. And that's just like the specific matchup like I really want to see. Because I think the Dolphins offensive line is really good. It's very, very good right now. But we'll
I mean, I just Miami right now, like I'm not picking against them until they prove otherwise. Because they're just that team.
Picking those sons of guns.
I know you are.
F them. That's it. I took the Broncos.
I did too.
I don't even want them to win. That's what's sad. Like, what do we gain by beating the Bears? Nothing. We just give the Bears a better chance to improve their team in the draft. The fact that it's not even October and I'm already thinking about the draft sucks.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, the Broncos should win.
What's worse, Tom? The way the Broncos lost or the way the Broncos lost and people still think they're better than the Bears?
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. Like, legitimately, is there a team that after allowing 70 points that you could put them against that the Broncos would be favored for that isn't the Bears.
No, the Bears are the only team. Like the Jets might be close, but people will be like, the Jets defense is actually good. And that's going to be a mismatch for the Broncos offense, which is good. Bears got nothing. What's their special teams like? Can the Bears return like 3 kicks for TDs?
It literally is like Alien versus Predator, like that tagline. It was like whoever wins, we lose. Like that's what this game is. This
is the final game for either of these teams to have any hope for this season. And for the Bears, if Justin Fields does not play well against the Broncos defense, and don't get me wrong, I think the Broncos defense is going to have something to play for. They're going to be tougher. But if he doesn't play well against them, he done. Like as a Bears fan, you cannot believe in him anymore. You got to move on. If you're the Broncos and you lose to the Bears, you're also done as a team. You're like, we are in the driver's seat now. We can change our franchise for maybe the next 15 years versus a couple good years with Russ. And it's not even a knock on Russ anymore, but that's where,
it's not good. It's not. You picked the Ravens. I actually picked the Browns here.
Yeah, I wanted to take Cleveland. I think Will talked me into the Ravens a little bit, and I was talking him into the Browns, but we just kind of went with a gut sort of thing here.
Yeah, I get you. That's the Browns usually their defense. I just think is
I think it's a tough game. The caveat that let me lean to the Ravens is the Browns haven't played a team with a quarterback like Lamar yet, so we'll see. I know I took him in lower in fantasy just a minute ago, but they haven't faced Lamar, so we'll see.
Another
tough one, man.
This is gonna be 2 offenses. It's gonna be what last year I streamed that game and I was like, hey, this will be good. It wasn't. It ended on a penalty for a field goal attempt. Like it was bad. Whoa! Andrew with a 300. Boop, boop,
we take a pause for that. Dear Lord, Andrew.
Jesus Christmas cows. Create the Rodman. All right, hold on. We have to look this up now. Hold on.
Whoa. Well, while you're looking that up, I got 3 things for Andrew.
Johnny John Joy! Johnny John Joy! Johnny John Joy!
Oh, okay. So that's what this is.
What's the have Grossi and Perna recreate Rodman? Oh, is that when he's in the dress, the wedding dress? Or is that Rolling Stone? Oh, dear God.
There's another one where he's covering. Okay. So, Brandon, we have to recreate this the next time we see each other. No question. Not even like hello. It's just like, all right, gotta go to work.
I don't know who I want to be, though. Do I want to be Rodman or...
Well, I mean, I'm just going to go based off of height unless you stand
up. Okay.
It's not enough.
Flip a coin for who gets to be Rodman.
I mean, we both.
The real question is who rebounds from that one.
We both have blonde hair, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Andrew. You crazy son of a gun. Can you please have it's one of those accident things of it's been this many days since. If the Broncos just allow 69 points, do you see that as a win?
Look at that. What timing.
That is really good timing.
David.
Really good.
Shout out
if they
David.
just allow 69.
Yeah. I saw David in the Patreon hangout. Didn't get to chat a lot with David, but David has been a huge supporter of the charities we do.
Yep.
So we see you, David. I'm sorry we didn't get to chat more. It's a little chaotic in there.
No voice.
Man, David.
No, you got to give them
Broncos,
one moment.
Did you say if the Broncos only allow 69, do I see that as a win? No, I don't, Tom. No.
Oh, you fat with a 3. Yes, I just said that. That is that man's name. Don't tweet at me.
Yeah. The Broncos, because of that Dolphins game, their defense is allowing over 40 points per game right now. You just don't see that stat. Obviously,
you
it
lost
happened week
17-16 week 1.
I know. 1 point and then like 2 points.
That's something. That's something. Okay. All
right. So I got Bengies.
I picked the Bengals here.
I don't think it's easy. Basically, It went down to I trust injured Joe Burrow over healthy Ryan Tannehill.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah. I picked the Rams here too, even though it seems like Anthony Richardson is going to play. So if Richardson plays, I think it'll be a little bit closer.
That one was tough. Just so everybody knows, I want the Colts to win.
I picked the Buccaneers too.
Ooh, look at us.
If Derek Carr is out, which it looks like he's going to probably miss time, I know they're going to have Kamara back, but the Buccaneers defense is not bad. And I think I just trust the Bucs a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Jameis Winston could be the X factor there. He always has the potential to play very well. But yeah, Bucs have a solid football team.
They do.
They just have a solid team. So that'll be an interesting one to watch. This one's easy.
Dude, they allowed 9 sacks last week against the freaking Eagles D-line.
Yeah. Think the Eagles can do 9 sacks again? What is with like these sack games too? We've had like a 9-sack game, a 7-sack game this season, and a couple 6-sack games. Like
there's a lot of really, really bad offensive lines out there, buddy.
Yeah, I guess that's
nation. Oh, there you go, Perna. There you go.
Andrew. Andrew.
You meant the one with the hands.
I'll be the hands. Yes.
No, I'll be my hands will cover your bosom.
My breasts.
Yes.
My man breasts.
Yes.
Johnny John John!
Meatball.
Andrew, you crazy. You crazy.
Andrew, you very crazy. Andrew, I am going to take my wife out to dinner now.
Just because Andrew gave you money on the internet?
Yep. The more money I get, the more I love my wife. They call that true love, Tom. It's a fairy tale. Not greed. Love.
That's what went wrong. Okay. A dino train. I would love a dino train. That'd be awesome. So, listen, Super Bowl 69.
Ooh. To just skip it.
Just be like, nope. It's like skipping the 13th floor in a hotel. They're just like, no.
If the NFL's smart, they'll make their NFL. You know how they do the logos for it? It'll just say nice for Super Bowl 69.
That would be great.
Just the letter, just nice. That's all it will say, and everybody will know. Everybody will get it. And Rob Gronkowski will come out of retirement, and he will play in that Super Bowl. Whichever team is the underdog, Gronk plays for.
Thank you, David. Appreciate you. That's right. Thank you.
Bless you.
Bless me. Thank you.
So Eagles, that's an easy pick. Vikings. Panthers.
Yeah. I just don't trust the Panthers offense.
No, their offense is not good. But like this game's getting labeled as part 2 of the Tank Bowl.
It's not. I mean, it's the Vikings are underachieving. They're shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers. Yeah. Like they're fine. Like legitimately, I take the Vikings over a bunch of like 1 and 2 teams right now. The Panthers, their defense is good. It's just their offense is kind of poop.
Yeah, and they got outplayed by Seattle, who is a better football team than them last week. But Andy Dalton came in and he made their offense better last week.
Yeah.
So I don't think the Panthers are even close to being a tank team. I think they got their quarterback. I think it's going to take a fuck me. Take some time to develop Bryce Young, and they get him some weapons. It'll eventually be okay for Carolina. I don't know.
I don't watch Colin
Mac
Cowherd.
Jones is the dirtiest player on earth, and he should be in prison. That's what I know.
There you go.
You go after another man's wiener, and unless it's for pleasure, I can't respect it. Can't respect it.
Unless it's for pleasure.
I'm an equal opportunity pleasure giver and receiver, but if you're trying to take a cheap shot at a man's junk, like the audacity of Mac Jones, you're not good enough to do that. Like if Mahomes did that or Josh Allen, hilarious. Mac Jones, coward.
You have to be a certain level of player
to
go after the junk.
You got to be either like really, really good or you got to be one of the worst. Like if Zach Wilson did that, hilarious.
If Zach Wilson started punching some dicks, I would respect him 10% more or double.
He can play better, Zach Wilson, this week. I mean, he could play worse. But if he punches some nuts, you're going to win that locker. Oh! Tom, I forgot my favorite fucking thing from last night.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, my God, yes.
Oh, God, no.
You know what it is. But dear mother of God, John Franklin Meyer, you made me laugh so hard. So hard. And I don't know why. I don't think it's completely justified how funny I found this, Tom, but I'm trying to just pull up the tweet. Let me get it. Let me get it.
Because like the Jets and everybody knows, right? When they brought in Trevor Siemian, they're like, oh yeah, if he takes the field, like Zach is gone. Like there's no way, like he is not even going to be removed from that bench. This is Zach Wilson's like last shot, and it's going against the freaking Chiefs. It's gonna be a 10. It's gonna be a 10.
I laughed at this for a good 10 minutes. So I don't even know if this tweet's true from Wesley Steinberg, but he said QB Zach Wilson determined to win over the respect of his teammates. Today he bought ice cream for every single player and coach in the building. Class act. I read that within the quote tweet. I was like, that's so stupid. And then I saw John Franklin Meyer. What the fuck? I ain't getting no ice cream. Just the perfect response. It got me. Like I was laughing out loud in bed. It's because it's Zach Wilson. It's because it's an ice cream story, and then just his team.
Zach Wilson is 1,000,000% the guy to do that. Yes. He's like, hey guys, we're all trying to figure out why the offense sucks, and it's literally him. And he's like, I'm gonna get you guys some ice cream, and this should smooth things over. Can you imagine Zach Wilson going up to Robert Saleh with an ice cream cone and going, here you go, coach. Sorry for all the interceptions. And Robert Saleh goes, Zach, I don't want ice cream. I want you to stop turning the effing ball over.
Yeah. I feel like what did he buy his line when he was a rookie? He bought him something weird.
The Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just, yeah.
I'm pretty sure like the ice cream thing is not real, but just the response to it and me hoping that it was real, it's just so funny.
He's going to show up in a Mr. Softy truck outside the training facility.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yep. That's that. I don't think did we finish?
No, we did not. Oh, dang it. I went to the wrong one.
29 and 20.
All right, where were we?
All right, we're almost there.
Oh, wow. Steelers, Texans. That's where we were at.
Yeah. I picked the Steelers here. The Texans, though, are looking better. They are. The offensive line's getting a bit healthier. CJ Stroud looks to be like that guy. And there is an opportunity 100% that the Texans actually win this game.
There's a chance. I didn't think their line was getting better. Are healthier, but either way, that's the concern there, and it's the Steelers front. That's gonna be tough.
I think they're gonna ride with Desmond Ridder for a little while longer before they do anything.
Yeah,
I got Chargers in the next game because the Raiders' defense is bad, and I don't. However, this could be Oh, is it? This could be like the Josh Jacobs get right game against the Chargers defense. It could be, because I know Jacobs, he's gone against some like really tough defenses. He hasn't been putting up a lot, but this could be the week where, hey, he's rocking.
Yeah, to me, this is 100%. The Raiders are truly a bad team, so I'm going to take the Chargers. But if the Chargers lose, it is the most predictable Chargers thing.
Not wrong.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I can see that happening.
Right in nuts. Right.
So we both got the Chargers. I took the Pats over the Cowboys.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, good defense. It could.
Yeah, that's like, we haven't seen the Cowboys offense really click yet, right? And that's kind of been the strength of the team for so long. Then their defense needed their offense last week. I don't know. Feels like an upset to me.
Okay. Yeah.
That was not hard. That
Yep.
was not hard.
Yep.
Look, both of these, are these 98-2, 98-2%? Yeah. Chiefs, Niners, Super Bowl.
Cardinals, I think, will put up a fight.
Yeah.
Jets, I don't know.
No.
So I know you're not going to care about this or have any sympathy. There's a really good wrestling pay-per-view on Sunday night. And I was like, oh, if I was watching Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers, I'd be cool with it. Now I got to watch. I'm just praying that game to be over as soon as possible, because we know it's not going to be good. It's not going to be fun.
Yeah, I guess I'm really curious to see how the Jets defense functions against the Chiefs offense.
That will be a fun, like, chess match back and forth. That'll be pretty good.
Like, I don't think the Jets win, like, at all.
No.
What amount of points would they have to hold Kansas City to feel like the Jets won?
10?
10. Ooh.
They're not doing it. But like that would be like a wow. You know what? Like, held Patrick Mahomes 10 points. They only scored 3, but you know,
yeah,
that would
if
feel
they
like
hold
something.
them to 10, the Jets should sign Kirk Cousins tomorrow. They should trade for Kirk Cousins tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
And then I took Seattle over the Giants.
Yeah, I did too.
I feel like this should be closer, but yeah.
I agree.
Everybody down on the Giants.
I agree. I mean, especially with like Saquon up in the air.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well, Perna, what do you got coming out, buddy?
I don't think anything today. Maybe a short.
Talk about Wrestle Dream, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but maybe tomorrow I might have a vid up about the XFL USFL merger. That's gonna.
There you go.
So,
are we good? Oh, I saw. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw.
Oh yeah, that was hot. So
that was pretty great.
So
that was pretty great. Let's go, Yankees. Good luck. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll.
Are you a Yankees fan?
No.
Oh.
His name is Yankees fan.
Oh.
I'll have a Bears video probably out tomorrow. Yeah, I just got to finish that up. I'm working on a Bears video that I've been working on for a while. So, what the hell's going on with Bears and Friday Night Q&A? And then I'm actually leaving my house tomorrow.
Ooh, where are you going?
Going to a concert.
Oh, we never even talked about you going to the wrestling match. Yeah. And you being all over the televisions because of it.
Yeah. The wrestling match. Yes. The event. Yes.
That was cool. Everybody tweeting, like, just zoomed in screen caps of you. Yes. It was so funny.
So, dude, legit. So I've gone to Grand Slam. That's like the event they hold there. It's like Arthur Ashe. It's right next to the Mets Stadium, Citi Field. But basically, I only went because someone was dumping their tickets for like $250 for front row. Wow. And I was like, I've never sat front row at a wrestling event. Like, let me go. It was awesome. I loved it. So
yeah, that looked cool. That made me almost want to go to a wrestling game.
Oh my God, dude, it was so much fun. It
seems like going there would be worth it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't know anything about wrestling, it feels like the spectacle so cool that it would be a lot of fun.
Well, I'll touch grass. Well, I mean, going into the city, so there's not a lot of grass there, but
I think I'd rather go to a wrestling derby than a UFC fight.
Derby. Well, UFC, it's actually really difficult to see because of the cage.
Yeah. Also, like I like simulated violence, I think, versus watching actual human on human violence.
Oh, well, buddy, I could show you some things in wrestling. And you'd be
No,
like,
I know it happens.
Yeah,
but like,
no, I get you.
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, Perna doesn't know the terminology. It's okay. We're not gonna make fun of him for it.
We're going to the wrestling races.
Yep. No, I'm going to a concert tomorrow. So
What concert?
Hosier.
Oh,
It was my second time seeing him. He's playing MSG, so I'm super excited. So,
take me to church.
He's actually playing 2 nights at Red Rocks.
Ooh,
dude, that would be an amazing concert to go to. It's on a Tuesday or Wednesday though, so
yeah.
But folks, I appreciate you. I'll see you later tonight. We'll be back here Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your Dublin 10% here in Dublin, Ireland.